On this video, I am coming now to the epilogue of the book of Revelation. I've been working my way through looking at the Greek text as we've been reading the Greek and doing grammar inductively. We now have come to Revelation 22, verse 6. And so I'm picking it up at that point. We have just seen how that in the New Jerusalem, there's no need of a lamp or the sun, for the Lord God and will be their light, and the Lamb and the Father will be there, and it'll be that final, uh, can I say, eternal kingdom that John is speaking about. So I'm now at verse 6, and I'm reading in the Greek. Kaiepen moi, hutoi hoilagoi pistoi kai alethenoi, kai ha kurias ha taas, ton pneumaton ton propheton, apestelen ton angelan autou, dexai tois doulois autou, ha de genestai in take. And he said to me, a pen is the aorist indicative active, a third person singular from Lego. He said to me, these are faithful and true words. And the Lord God of the spirits of the prophets, that is, the Lord who works in the spirit of the prophets, sent his angel to show to his servants that which is necessary to happen or to come to pass quickly. Apestelen, he sent, is the aorist indicative active third person singular from apostello. He sent his messenger, deixai, to show, from deiknumi, aorist active infinitive, to show to his servants that which it is necessary to happen or to become, to pass quickly, in take meaning quickly. Uh, Genestai is your aorist infinitive middle from genomai. So we're told here that the words are true and they are faithful words, and the Lord, who is the one who has spoken through the spirits of the prophets, has sent his angel now to declare, to show to his servants that which is to come to pass quickly. And we're told, Kai idu erkamai taku, makarias ha teron tus lagus tes propheteas tu bibliu tutu. That is, and behold, I come quickly. The Lord now is speaking. Erkamai is your present indicative middle first person singular from erkamai. I come quickly. Blessed is the one who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book. Blessed is the one who ha teron. Teron is from tereo. Present participle, nominative masculine singular from tereo. So blessed is the one who keeps the words of the prophecy of this book. Verse 8 continues. Kago Ioannes ha akuon kai blepon tauta, kai hate ekusa kai eblepsa, episa proskunesai im prostenton padon tu angelu, tu deknuantas moi tautan. That is, and I, John, am the one who hears and who is seeing, who is hearing and who is seeing these things. Akuon is your present active participle nominative masculine singular from akuo, to hear. And blepo is your present active participle nominative masculine singular from blepo. So, and I, John, am the one who hears and who sees these things, who is seeing and hearing these things. And when I heard, akusa is from akuo. It's the aorist indicative active first person singular from akuo. And when I heard and saw, eplapsa is from blepo, aorist indicative active first person singular from blepo. When I saw, or when I saw, epicen is from pipto, aorist indicative active first person singular. I fell proskunesai to worship before the feet of the angel. Proskunesai is from proskuneo. It's the aorist active infinitive from proskuneo. So I fell to worship before the feet of the angel who is showing to me these things. Deknuantas is from deknumi. It is your present active participle, a genitive masculine singular from deknumi, the one who is showing to me these things. Kailege moi. And he says to me, Harame, see not, sundula su emi, kai ton adelphon su ton propheton, kai ton terun ton tus lagus, tu bibliu tutu, to theo proskunesai. That is, and he says to me, lege is your present indicative active third person singular from lego. He says to me, see not. This is from harao. It's your present imperative second person singular from harao. See not that you do not do this, that is, worship me. Sundula su emi, I am your fellow servant. Emi is your present indicative active first person singular from emi. I am your fellow servant and of your brethren, the prophets. I've come to teach them, but I'm your fellow servant as well, and of those who keep the words of the prophecy of this book. Terun tone is from tereo. It's the present active participle genitive masculine plural from tereo. And those who keep the words of this book. And then he says, to theo plus kune son, worship God. Plus kune son is from plus kuneo. It is the aorist imperative. Um, second masculine singular. Worship God from plus kuneo. Then he says to me, kailege moi, me tragise tus lagus tes propheteas tu biblio tutu, ha curias gar ingus estin. So he says to me, do not seal up the words of the prophecy of this book, for the time is near. Again, lege is your present indicative active third person singular from lego. He says to me, do not seal. Shrageses is your aorist subjunctive second person singular from shragidzo. Notice we have a negative command here with this subjunctive. So do not seal the words of the prophecy of this book, for the time is near. Ha kairas gar ingus estin. For the time is near at hand. Estin again is your present indicative active third person singular from emi. So ha idikon adikesato eti. Kai ha chluparas chlupantheto eti. Kai ha dikaiasunen poiesato eti kai ha hagias agiastheto eti. That is, the one who is unrighteous, let him yet be unrighteous. Adikon is from adikeo, to be unrighteous. It's the present participle active nominative masculine singular from adikeo. And then adikesato is your aorist imperative, third person singular from adikeo. So let him be unrighteous yet or still. And the one who is kruparas means the one who is impure, uh, the one who is unclean. Let him be unclean. Hupaino, by the way, huparas means dirty or filthy, and let him be. Hupantheto is your aorist passive imperative from hupino. Let him defile or be dirty, continue to be dirty uh, still. And then the contrast, there will always be those two things happening through time. Kai ha dikaiasunen poiesato. And the one who is righteous, let him do righteousness. And notice poiesato is your aorist imperative, third masculine singular from poieo. And the one who is holy from hagios, hagios theto, let him be holy yet or still. And hagiadzo is the root. Hagios theto is your aorist passive imperative, third person singular from hagiadzo. So let him be holy still. And I think the thought here is there will always be these two types of people. And what he's saying is, while this is happening, let the one who is holy, wants to be holy still, and go forward in holiness, and finish one's life in that regard. You always have the other. I think that's sort of the conclusion, because uh, people choose their particular ways. And then in verse 12, as we continue, notice Idu erkamai taku. Behold, I am coming quickly. Erkamai is your present indicative middle first person singular from erkamai. Kai ha mistas mu met emu apadunai hekasto hosta ergon estin autu. So behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me to give. This is from apodidumi, aorist active infinitive, to render or to give to each as um, his as is his work. In other words, can we say works don't save us, but works show us whether our salvation is real or not. So God will judge, and is looking at the coming of Christ quickly. And I think quickly meaning um, we've always been in the last days since the first century, and it could happen at any moment. And when it does happen, it will happen quickly. I think that's somewhat the idea. It's right on the verge of happening. You have two ages, ha'ulam haya, ha'ulam haba, the age that is, the age that is to come. And we're living between these two ages. So it's always in the last days in New Testament thought. and it could be very quickly. Quickly meaning short in terms of the reality that we are living between the two ages and on the verge of the age to come. So he continues, and when he comes, he will come quickly. So he continues, verse 13. Ego ta alpha, kai ta omega, kai ta ho, that is, I am the alpha and I am the omega. I'm the first letter of the Greek alphabet, and I am the last. In other words, the Lord is everything. He's eternal. Cha protas kai cha eskatas. I am the first and I am the last. Again, focusing upon his eternality. Che arche kai ta tela. I am the beginning and I am the end. So again, it's looking at the eternality of the Lord. I'm always here. I'm the first, I'm the last, I'm the Alpha, I'm the Omega, I'm the beginning, and I'm the end. And so I think I'll stop there. I'm trying to hold these not more than maybe 15 minutes. So we'll pick up at verse 14 next time. We only have now 14 to 21 to finish the book of Revelation. And this has been a wonderful journey for me, working through the grammar of this wonderful book and seeking to follow the flow of thought as we do the grammar.